And happening now, the commissioner of the CFL is making what's being called a major announcement on changes to the game. Let's listen in.
Achieving our vision for the future of the CFL with innovative landmark changes beginning next season through a phased approach. This will mark a major evolution of our game. As part of our most significant structural changes in 2027, we will move the goalposts from the goal line to the back of the end zone. This will allow passing offenses to target the middle of the end zone rather than defaulting to the sides to avoid goalposts. It will make going for a touchdown instead of settling for a field goal more attractive. It will deliver more unobstructed sight lines for fans, viewers, and television cameras. It will allow quarterbacks and punters, when operating from their own end zone, to play more freely. It will improve player safety because while collisions with the post may not be commonplace, the risk is clear. It will mean a touchdown pass will have to be stopped by a defender and not the occasional upright or crossbar. By moving the goalposts back, we project a 10% increase in completed passes in the end zone and 60 more touchdowns each year. In addition, end zones will also be shortened from 20 yards to 15. Our game will still feature the largest end zones in professional football while maintaining the importance of the kicking game. But this change ensures for the first time in years that all CFL end zones will be the same size. As you may know, Toronto's BMO Field features 18-yard end zones, and we have all seen the cropped corners at Percival Molson Stadium in Montreal. Lastly, in 2027, we will shorten the field from 110 yards to 100. This will, of course, allow offenses to start closer to the opponent's goal line. The shortened field keeps field goals in play despite the repositioned goalposts. To be clear, no changes are being made to the field's 65-yard width. Ahead of these structural changes in 2027, we will introduce a first phase of innovation in 26. This phased approach is essential. It ensures that our teams and stadiums have the time to explore how best to modify turf and reposition goalposts while evaluating opportunities for additional premium seating and new fan experiences. It also provides amateur football with a chance to review the potential impacts of these changes and determine if they wish to align with our vision and how that could be done. The first phase, coming in 2026, will include the introduction of an automatic 35-second play clock to create more consistent game flow. The CFL's current 20-second play clock must be manually initiated by an official. This change eliminates inconsistencies in timing caused by teams getting set at their own pace, varying times to set yardage markers, and much more. This change will ensure greater consistency in how long players, coaches, and fans have to wait between plays, while empowering players to control the pace of play, instilling a clear sense of urgency at the end of each half in game-altering moments. Another measure to hammer home this consistency in game flow will be the requirement to have team benches on opposite sides of the field in every stadium. Currently, some venues have benches side by side, which may require a substituting player to run nearly the length of the field to enter the game. And finally, I'll start by saying we are keeping the rouge, which is synonymous with the uniqueness of Canadian football, but we will modify it. There will no longer be a point awarded for a missed field goal or for a punt that sails through the back of the end zone, or if it rolls out of the rear or sides without being touched by a returner. This removes the possibility that the Grey Cup or a playoff matchup, or any game for that matter, will be decided by a missed field goal or a punt or a kickoff through the end zone. However, if a punt, field goal, or kickoff settles in the end zone and a returner fails to run it out or takes a knee, a single point rouge will still be awarded. The rouge becomes an active play outcome. when the full package of changes takes effect in 2027, including the shorter playing field, the modified rouge, and the repositioned goalposts. It will encourage more aggressive play calling, particularly on third down, when you consider the threat posed by a dynamic returner on a shorter field and an opponent's more favorable field position following a punt. This combination of changes will deliver more touchdowns. It will open up our end zones to our great passers and play callers, and it will ensure no game is decided by a missed field goal or a punt through the end zone. And fans in stadiums and at home will no longer have an obstruction between them and our most important highlight-worthy plays. C'est un jour important pour la LCF. C'est une avancée majeure dans
This is a major advancement in the evolution of our sport, not just in practice, but also in how our fans are engaged.
This is a clear step forward in the evolution of our game, not only in how it's played, but also in how it's enjoyed. It is important to note that this package of changes was approved unanimously by the CFL's lead governors, which includes team owners and chairs, and I want to recognize their boldness and decisive action. They understand that we can and must advance our game, not by abandoning what makes it so great and unique, but by building upon our game's legacy to make it more exciting, more entertaining, and better for our fans. This vision will enhance the value of our teams and the value of the CFL to our partners.